We live in a world that is so opposite, in the sense that I know a lot of people criticize Islam for this. For, you know, I'm talking about the non-Muslims. Oh, how oppressed are your women? They have to go out veiled. But we live in a world that, even if you just think about it logically, what makes more sense? You're married to a man. Does it make more sense to dress up for him, and then not dress up for the people you're not married to? Or, as many of the non-Muslims do, they will dress up for the men outside of the house, and inside the house they wear pajamas and the lowest of clothes, and they won't care about the hajj. Just on a logical basis, regardless of what Islam says, Islam doesn't say. How is the world flipped? So it just doesn't make sense to me.
Makes no sense.
And the impact that has on a man now, because obviously all these women are now coming out of the houses dressing up. He wants to go back and he wants to see his wife dressed up for him.
Exactly, and looking beautiful.
Yeah. So he's not tempted by the fitna outside.
Exactly. So we have a problem here right now, where sisters may not give importance to that at some certain stages in their life. They just feel like, I don't want to take care of that. You know, I don't care. You know, sorry. That's not something you should do as my sister. And put effort in to make yourself look good. Don't do it for him, even for yourself as well. Give yourself that time to look good, to work on yourself. It's important. And also, do it for him, your husband. You love him. You want to please him. You want to make him feel happy. Do it for him as well.
And it's an act of worship.
And you get closer to Allah by doing it. Subhanahu wa ta'ala.
You get rewarded for this. Many sisters would love doing this before they're married. They want to get dressed up. You can do this with rewards, but shaitan sometimes gets to you, and something that's rewardable, and suddenly now it's something that you used to do and used to enjoy. It's like, no, I don't want to do it anymore. You know, I think one thing we've done a lot on this episode, because it's the kind of topic that requires this, is talk about how the Qur'an and the Sunnah say one thing, and how the modern world that we live in, it says another thing. And I think, you know, you mentioned it as well. You just touched on it. We touched on it in the introduction as well. And the three characteristics that you mentioned there, and you predicated them by saying that actually these are very rare qualities to find. And I totally agree with you. For example, the loving aspect, you actually mentioned the reason why a lot of women nowadays, they see that as a sign of weakness, don't show him any emotion, might get taken advantage of. Even the giving birth to many children, for example, and nowadays it's, I'm a career woman. I don't want to have many kids. It's going to slow down my career. I want to get to this level. I want to work. And it just shows how the society that we live in. I'm not really just talking about the West here. I know a lot of times we tend to bash the West, but sometimes it's a global society. It's a global phenomena. And we're talking about problems that affect every single person around the world, that we have something in the society where we live in that is so polar opposite to the guidance from the Creator, the one who created you. And these are the same people who say, I believe in the Akhirah, I believe in Jannah, I believe in Jahannam. I've not seen it with my own eyes, but I believe in it because it comes in the Qur'an and the Sunnah. And then when you tell them these things that are coming from the same two sources, it's like, nah, I don't know, it's hard to accept. I'm not sure it should be like that. It's just an interesting observation I found.
If you look at these qualities that the Prophet mentioned, these are the best of your women and these are the worst of the women, you would actually realize, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. That's exactly what is being promoted on blogs and forums and movies and etc. The woman is insulting the man and ridiculing him, and she's vulgar in her speech. Companionship? No. The question is, what is he going to do for me? What is he going to bring to my life? How is he going to treat me? That's what I'm looking for. وهكذا. It's not companionship for them. Mm-hmm. It's not like you have to give and get.
Yeah.
The woman is taught, what are you going to get? And that's why, wallah, you'd actually realize why many marriages come to an end.